Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Lone Ranger, broadcasting here on WDBO, FM 107.3 HD Radio, and AM 580. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday morning. I know you've got a lot of things going on. You're working around the house, you're working around the yard, just getting things cleaned up and fixed up around the house, and yet you've taken the time out of your day to listen to my mortgage program. I'm hoping that you find a lot of interest in this. Whether you are out looking for a property right now or you're considering refinancing, it doesn't really matter, because the things that I want to bring to the table to you should be pertinent to your biggest investment that you have, and that's your real estate investment. So there's a lot of things we're going to cover here that might pertain to you in this moment in time, but yet again, they just might not. And that's okay, because what I'm always looking for is for you to be educated on what's going on with your investment and how you can help other people. And I'm looking to help other people, how you can help other people enjoy the experience of wealth in real estate. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, you hear me talk about this. I'm a 10th grade dropout. I didn't even finish the 10th grade. I do have a PhD, a public high school diploma. Well, not exactly. I have a public high school diploma equivalency. But you know what? I'm not a Harvard graduate. I don't have a finance degree, but what I do have is a keen eye on the market, and I will guide my clients in the right direction every single time without fail. Without interest in me, without a stake in the outcome for me, I want you and your family to know that you've always got somebody in this industry that you can count on and you can trust for sound information. I'm a local boy right here in town, grew up right here in town. My office is here. I'm in Central Florida. Yes, I have offices with CrossCountry Mortgage, and we've got branches in all 50 states. I can lend anywhere in the country. You need a mortgage in Tennessee and Kentucky and Hawaii and Alaska and New York, New Jersey, you name it, I can help you with it. All you got to do is call the Lone Ranger. I can be reached directly at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the market, because everybody's feeling the pinch right now, right? I mean, your gas prices are outrageous, okay? Your groceries are getting out of hand. The cost of rent is out of control. Interest rates are going up, but houses continue to go up in price. So where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Or where do we actually take advantage of a market like this? Because it's easy to curl up in a ball and go, oh my God, woe is me. I can't do this. I can't do that. Listen, here's the reality of it. If you are a renter, you are behind the eight ball. And I'm going to tell you something. It isn't going to get better for you. It's going to get a lot worse. And I mean a lot worse. It's funny, I was pulling up an article that I saw that was written by a young lady here that moved here from Chicago, okay? She moved to Chicago, and she was shocked because rents had gone up so high. Now she's moving to Naples, okay? Like, Naples is like the rich person place in Florida. You can go to Miami, you can go to Naples, you can go to West Palm, you can go to Lake Worth, but you're talking about the wealthiest places in the state, and Naples is definitely one of them. So she moves from Chicago to Naples and wonders why rents are so high, okay? First of all, rents are high across the country. They're going up across the country. They went up 20% last year. But here's the thing. When you look at rents in Florida, we're experiencing much higher rents. Why? Because you got all these snowbirds that wanted to move to Florida. So they decided that their states were crappy and they wanted to come to our great state. Now, I just hope they don't New York or Florida, okay? Now, if you're from New York, great. I welcome you to listen to the show. I'm here to help you with your financing. I'm always here to give you sound advice. We just don't want all that woke stuff coming down here to Florida. We are a red state. We're going to keep it a red state, and we want our people here to have freedom to speak for themselves and to be able to capitalize on their investments. And when it comes to real estate, it's a great way to gain wealth. I look at rent like I look at if you called your career at McDonald's or flipping hamburgers a career, okay? It's not a career. It's a job, okay? It's not a career. It's a job. You transition from there into something else. It's not, you don't retire flipping hamburgers at McDonald's. If you do, you're making a huge mistake. It's not the way it was supposed to be. So, same with rent. You rent until you find a place to buy. You save money while you're renting in order to buy. And if you're not doing that, you're making a mistake. Okay? Here's the thing. Do we want to be a tenant on this planet, or do we want to own a piece of this planet? Because you have the freedom to become a homeowner, and you have the ability to do the same thing that everybody else had to do. Now, and I say that, don't go looking at me going, hey, you know, I don't make enough money. I can't save enough money. So I will tell you a little bit about me. Okay. First of all, I was orphaned at 15, 16 years old. I lost mom at 15. Dad died 8 months later. I was 16 years old. I quit school in the middle of the 10th grade. I was shipped up to Canada to live with an uncle who raced stock cars and owned a junkyard and believed that everybody should do a little jail time just to get some experience. Now, I'm pretty sure my mom and dad would not have wanted that for me. So I packed up at 16 years old and moved back to Florida, and I've been here ever since. So there were times for several years that I had gone down the wrong path, made the wrong decisions, had no food to eat, had a car repossessed, had a motorcycle repossessed, had a boat repossessed, so don't tell me that your times are tough. I know what tough times are like. I get it. I empathize with you. It's not easy in life. Life is really hard. It's really hard. But we have to buckle down and make decisions. We all have the ability to make a decision. And you either make a good decision or you make a bad decision. But either one that you make, you have to live with. And becoming a renter and being a renter is never a good decision. Listen, you all understand the economic benefits of home ownership. By the way, write this phone number down, because if you have any questions, ask me, or you have something to argue with me about, or you disagree or agree with me, you can call or text me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. So, look, we can make the decision to rent. If you want to make a decision to rent, I'm going to read your tea leaves, and here's your future. Rent is going to get so far out of control for you that you are going to either live in your car or move back in with mom and dad or move into a homeless shelter, because very few of you, your income is keeping up with the cost of rent. Now, I've been telling everybody this for the last 2.5 to 3 years. Get out of renting. Out of renting. You've got to do something to become a homeowner, no matter what it takes. And just because you can't find the dream home and move into the dream home, that's too bad. You got to move into something. Real estate is a stepping stone. Believe me, the first house I owned was a dump. It really was a dump, okay? But you know what? I made a little bit of money on it. And then my second house, it was a little better. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was a nice place to live. It was comfortable. My wife and I, we made some pretty good money on that house. I actually wish I would have kept it. It was one of those regrets that I have, that I should have kept that house, because I think I sold it for about $149,000. It's probably worth about $350,000 to $450,000 now. God knows. I wish I would have kept more real estate, but I did well in real estate. I learned how to invest in real estate and buy homes one after another, after another, after another, and putting minimum amount down. You don't have to be rich and put 20% down to accumulate wealth in real estate. You can put minimum down. As long as you're going to occupy the house for at least 12 months, you can put minimum down. But sorry, I digress. We were talking about rents and why we need to get out of rents. So it's funny, because we're expecting another 20% increase in rents. But we didn't get that. We're getting much higher. Some as much as 57%. So and it looked like Tampa was number one for increase in rents. I think Orlando came in like second or third. Jacksonville, Miami. So really just absolutely incredible increases. I know Texas was really high, but we're talking about what's in our backyard. And if you are currently renting, and you have any ability to get into a home, get into a home now. Stop everything and find a place that you can buy. I have programs that allow you to get in for 3% down, 100% financing if you're a veteran, 100% financing if you go USDA. and I can help you find the locations of USDA. If you need a real estate agent to help you, I will help you with that as well. All you have to do is give me a call at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. Help a friend. Let me reach out to you to say, hey, help a friend, help a family member, help a grandchild, help a child that's adult that doesn't have a leg up. Maybe they can afford the payments on a new house. They may not like it. I'm going to tell you what, you're not going to like the payments anymore. The payments are way up there. But if we get into something now, you tighten up. You just tighten up the budget a little bit. You don't need an 80-inch screen TV. You don't need a $750 a month car payment when you're making a combined income of $60,000 to $80,000. That is ridiculous. Listen, I drive used cars. I've never owned a new car in my entire life. I drive used cars, and I can afford a nice new car. Believe me, I can. But you don't need it. You live, and all the debt you should ever have to accumulate would be your house and your car. Now, those of you that have student loans, you need to hammer those student loans out. And I see they're getting in your way. You've got to get your student loan debt under control. Okay? You can't have $300,000 in student loan debt and make $60,000 a year. That's ridiculous. Now, I'm sorry I squirreled out on you again. If you know anybody that's renting right now, I want you to think carefully about them because they might be asking you to move in with them soon. You must think about what you can do to help a friend or a family member. And maybe that's a gift of equity. So look at, you may have some money as a parent or a grandparent, and you're anticipating probably when you die, leaving your grandchildren some money. I see this every day. But what happens is once you go, that money goes into the hands of somebody that isn't going to do the right thing with it. They're not going to, I'm not saying they're going to piss it away, but they're going to piss it away in some way or another. They're going to buy something that doesn't do anything for them. Why? Because they've never been shown how to properly manage money. That was me. I was not shown how to properly manage money until I met people a little later on in life, and then I started to figure it out. If you don't have that guidance, you call me. I'll be happy to straighten you out, okay? I can tell you what to do. I can't make you do it, but I can tell you what to do. I can tell you what I did, but you got to get serious. And if we can help people that are renting right now, then stop, think about them, and let's look at offering them an opportunity to get into a home. Maybe you would say, hey, look I'll go ahead and I'll gift you $15,000 so you can get into a home, okay? And then I want on the deed so that my money is protected. When you sell that home, maybe that's a payback situation. I don't know what it is. You can't loan money for a down payment on a house to a friend or family member, but you can gift it to them. And who can gift something to someone to buy a home? You have to be an immediate relative. Okay, you can't be your buddy. You can't be a girlfriend, boyfriend. You could be a fiance, but you can't be a girlfriend, boyfriend. You have to have some type of relationship to that person. I can guide you in the direction for that. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. I'm the Lone Ranger, bringing you all the information that you need to know about real estate and buying homes. When we come back from the next break, we're going to talk about what the heck is going on with interest rates right now. Why are they going up so much? Now, we did see a little bit of a break early in the week, but we are watching it carefully. We already know that the Fed raised the Fed rate a half a point. They're going to raise it another half a point coming up here soon. But what is going on and what can we expect to see in the mortgage industry? And if you don't do something soon, you're not going to like interest rates today. You're going to like them a lot worse tomorrow. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about how you can take advantage of this market, because there's always an opportunity to take advantage of this market. In a down market, in an up market, there's always an opportunity. Don't miss out on it. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. Stay tuned.